What's good? You chilling or what? Red Hood shit. So that's what I got for right now. Um, Looking pretty good. What I'm gonna have to do now is I'm gonna have to let that wood filler dry, and in order to get it real smooth, that's where the sanding is gonna come into play. If you try too hard to make this smooth right now, what's gonna happen is the spaces where you need a little bit more wood filler are gonna come out. You understand? Like you're gonna rub and it's gonna pull it out of that gap or whatever you were trying to fill. So you gotta leave it a little bit rough right now. So when it dries, you can do your thing. So now what I've done is, by the way, this was just an Ironman helmet, which was which I completely covered in wood filler, which allowed me to shape it a little bit differently, round some of those hard edges, and the two main places in my opinion that make an Ironman helmet look different from a Red Hood helmet is the eyebrows. I raise the eyebrows more, okay? So they stick out and they're not as another thing. All right, there's really three things. There, the eyebrows, the chin, mainly the chin, because you know that Iron Man has the flat chin, so I gave him a rounded chin. So raised eyebrows, rounded chin, and really sharp edges. So what we do here is we really round off a lot of those edges with the wood filler. And then once you've put on the wood filler, you sand. And then I painted it, and I noticed the chin. So we gave him a chin job, and we've sanded that out. And then we'll wipe it off, and we'll paint it red. The good thing about the wood filler is that as opposed to plastic where it takes a really long time to dry, wood filler acts a lot like wood, absorbing the paint. So that's one bonus. And then I'm going to hit it with some of these lines the Red Hood helmet has, and then you can see I've already done black around the eyes themselves. So, see you in the next clip. So basically, this is where I stand with the Red Hood helmet. Like I said, reshaped it. Mostly eyebrows, gave it a chin job, smoothed out the edges. Alright, then I gave it a nice good Red Hood red, and then I gave it the lines. These are just hand painted. I just did it with a paintbrush, which was crappy by the way, but if you have any issues, I also happen to have a sponge where you can straighten up your lines a little bit, put a little red and so we gave it down here. This right here is literally just this mesh shit that I found. It's something like that, something mesh shape. I really like the way that looks, and what I plan on doing is giving it a cut and then putting some holes and then literally running wire or string through it so that it'll flop freely, and then I'll most likely paint it red as well so it's less visible, and then some type of Velcro or attachment on the inside where you can close it and open it. Also, the inside, nothing fancy here. What I did was that netting, that mesh netting, I super glued it in there, but then also ran tape over it. I'll probably run tape more all along the inside just to make it a more cohesive, you know what I'm saying, make it look less spotty, a little bit more professional. But there's nothing professional about these cosplays. We just, I mean, look, people aren't going to see the outside, they're going to see the, I mean, people aren't going to see the inside, they're going to see the outside, so. I have now performed brain surgery. I just used these big pair of scissors here and cut right down the line. I actually like the way that turned out. I'm actually very surprised. I was like, let me just try to cut it with this big pair of scissors. Bloop! Brain surgery. One more time. I want to start by saying that this is by no way professional. The fact that it actually looks like this is pretty impressive to me. There's hair ties and paper clips holding this together, so that's that. So look, Literally sliced it. There's a couple of paper clips. I didn't have any wire. And then to make it a little stretchy to stretch over your head, that's chopped up hair tie and tied on the inside. Chopped up hair tie and tied on the inside. You're going to be wearing a hood most likely with this, so backside isn't as important. And no one's going to see the inside, but literally duct tape. Well, I feel like this ended up looking better than I had ever expected. I just happen to have a leather jacket and a red hoodie, and there you go. This cosplay isn't even for me. I went over the edges with red paint to make it blend better. As you can see, you can barely see the hair ties there, and then gave it some battle damage along the front. And then what I did there was I literally cut it with a knife, and then went inside those cuts with a little bit of metallic silver, and there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Backyard Fitness and Stuff.